Good morning, good morning. Okay, what's up? Morning, everybody. So today's stream is going to be more of a prep for CPI. Not really in a rush to be hopping into anything this morning. As we've seen before, high impact news, things can be pretty slow. If we do see setups playing out and volume coming in, then there is potential to still be taking some trades here. But overall, I just would like to be focusing on CPI. So I'll have a look at gold shortly as we start to talk about CPI. Let's have a quick look at GJ so long. So GJ, I see my broker looks very different. Yeah, so yeah, on GJ, we've broken previous daily lows, but we are moving into quite an interesting area. So we are coming back down to retest these previous highs. Overall, I'd still say that just hold on. This broker's messing with me. Overall, I'd say that we are in a range, and we do need to be careful because based off the daily, I'd like to be looking at the higher time frames to get some direction here. Based off the daily, direction is not all that clear. 4 hour, also not really that clear. And we've had some strength coming back to the yen from these headlines yesterday. Bank of Japan reviewed due to skewed interest rates. To review side effects of massive, So we could possibly see a change in Bank of Japan's monetary policy, and the markets are reacting to that right now, where we've seen some strength come back into the yen here. So we've got this key level at 160. Our key level was at 160. And below 160, although we have this range to the left here, this most recent price action is quite clean, with volume and with a catalyst such as that headline. We could potentially fill the rest of this range moving down. If we zoom into a 30-minute here, we can see we actually formed support right here at 159.940. So I think safest sells will be a close below there on a 30-minute. For buys, I could see us potentially taking buys above 160,400, but I think safer buys are going to be as we break above this resistance at 161, 130. So this being a no trade range, we can see we've found support in this area, just a little bit messy. Also got this previous resistance area. I just don't think taking trades in this range will be optimal. Looking on a 15-minute, we've got, resistance all over the place here. So on the 15-minute, breaks above 160, 400, you've got cleaner traffic moving back up. Gold. Alright, let's start looking at gold here. Got 10 minutes till the 30-minute candle closures. GJ, we might get that closure below. Looking for those sells. So let's just have a quick look at gold here. So as you can see, gold is in a range at the moment. As we are anticipating CPI later on. Very interesting. Weekly candles have no bottom wicks here on gold. Daily candle closed bearish. Keep in mind we are still trading above this previous key resistance area. We do have another level of resistance right here at 1885, alright, that we've tapped into yesterday. Overall, structure is still bullish. Breaks above 1885 makes sense for further buys. So looking to the left, we have this resistance here at 1888 500, 1888 750, let's say, which does concern me a bit. It's right here. I think safer buys would be above 1888 750 to potentially move up to 1900. But overall, here on gold, I would be waiting for CPI. So let's talk about CPI. Alright, so the past two CPIs, we've had improved numbers. We've seen inflation coming down. We've seen numbers come out better than forecasted for the two previous releases. Now, they are anticipating or forecasting 6.5. That's a huge improvement. So if we do see that, we're going to see gold continue to be very bullish here, and we should see these buys play out above 1885, 1888. Now we also need to have a look at how the previous numbers came out. So if we come out higher than previous numbers, which means that inflation has now worsened since the last CPI release, then we could see dollar strength come back into the picture, and I would be looking for the gold sells. Because if numbers are coming out worse than last time, like I say, that's showing that we are seeing a worsening of inflation. That means that the Fed needs to step in, continue to raise rates, and the reason we've been seeing such bullish price action here on gold is because of these Fed pivot prayers and this previous CPI, improved CPI report. So the better numbers come out, the lower numbers come out, the more bullish we'll be. The higher numbers come out, so more or higher than previous, we'll be looking for sells. If it's in between, we could see a liquidity grab, a little bit more volatility, but overall we'll still be very much bullish, continuing with the same sentiment. Now, I would not be taking trades before the news, I would be waiting for the news. So let's say numbers came out worse than previous. Alright, looking for gold sells here. I would like to only be taking sells below this support area. I think that is going to be the safest bet. So I'd be looking for something like that on scenarios. Like I said, if numbers come out somewhere in between the forecasted and previous, we could still see somewhat of a liquidity grab. You know, could even come down to these range lows, but overall looking for buys, still looking to continue that sentiment. Okay, so higher than forecasted, but lower than previous. Like I say, more volatile, potential liquidity grabs, but still looking to play the bullish sentiment, still going to be looking for buys. Safer buys will be above 1885. So if you get that kind of scenario and you get that liquidity grab, you know, I'd still be looking for kind of a break and retest of these previous highs. Forecasted number is 6.5. So like I say, I would be waiting for the news to be released, or most likely if there's a scenario like this where we get the numbers coming out as forecasted or lower than forecasted, we're going to see a very strong move to the upside. But I would potentially scale into, let's say, a 1 minute time frame, look for a minor pullback and look to catch some sort of continuation. That's the only way that I would approach the news today. No buy stops, no sell stops. But if you can wait for the news to be released, have a look at the numbers, understand how they are coming out, and then play that continuation on the lower time frames. You can certainly catch something, and like I say, just play it safe. So that's the CPI prep there. That's what I'm looking for. GJ, yeah, 30-minute close bearish, but we've closed on support. So no sells there from me. While we on the CPI prep, just looking here at the DXY. Alright, we're still trading below these previous range lows right here. Technically speaking, still look pretty good to drive down. Obviously, that will completely depend on the numbers. So if we're referring to the planned out trades here on gold, alright, lower than forecasted numbers for CPI will result in dollar strength or gold weakness. So then we'll most likely be seeing gold come down to fill the rest of this range here to the left, coming down to our next support at 101,500. If we see numbers come out higher than 7.1, I would expect to see us to break back into this range and potentially turn more bullish and see some dollar strength come back into the picture. How do you make your rectangles automatically start from the right? Like this. Go to that settings, that little gear, go style, extend to the right. Good morning, are we in any trade? No. No problems with keyboard today, no. Charged it last night. Sheesh, Wayne, that's a mission, man. I also used to do that, don't worry. So some targets for buys here. 1900 is going to be a psychological level where you can look for price to tap into. Then we've got 1907 and 1915 would be pushing it. But those would be my final targets. I would be looking to possibly yeah, I'd be looking to target 1900 and 1907 here for buys with CPI. Then for sells, let's just say this, higher than previous heavy gold sells, and we're looking to play that dollar strength that we saw last year, where we saw a very bearish gold. Our first target for sells would be 1852. If we can get breaks below 1852 or breaks below 1844, I believe we could potentially even see 1826. That is, of course, if we see numbers coming out higher than previous. CPI live stream, I don't know if I'll be available this afternoon. So that's why I'm just doing a prep right now. If I am available, just keep an eye on the Discord. Maybe do a pop-up stream. Keep hearing about liquidity zones. Can you break it down for me? Really just an area in price where, you know, we could potentially see a pullback into. It's really, at the end of the day, just another name for support or resistance. So yeah, we've got a support at 158. We can see it's quite a key support. I'd say that that's probably a liquidity zone. If we come down into that area, we could most likely expect to see a strong reaction. But you need to react to what price is doing and not predict. What's up? How's it?
How's it, brother? How are you?
Good, and you?
Good,
So,
thanks.
Jared, just type it like you would send it
Yes.
in that group. Just send it in our general chat here in the Discord.
Discord.
Connor, can't you just keep us off stream for a little bit quick?
Okay. Yeah, you're off. You're off. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Connor, I'm actually. Oh, you put us
Yeah,
on stream?
yeah, yeah.
No, I'm upset, bro, with you.
Wow.
You know how cuck my Java feels after eating with that Java of yours, bro. Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
the sound that ding.
Yeah.
You can't beat it.
Did you buy a new driver?
Yeah,
Again,
new second hand.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
shit, dude. I'm not gonna invest too much in golf, but they had these second hand drivers
Yeah. The other one
at the
was
range.
900, yeah. That the one that we put back, the cheaper one,
Yeah.
manual. It was 900, eh? Yo, bro, I'm
Mm,
really thinking about that driver, eh? That was the black one we had that I took as well, almost.
yeah. Yeah, should I bring
Oh,
it here quick on stream? It's right here. I slept with it last
no.
night.
Get it, get it,
But
get it. Yes,
Oaks, trust me, if you want to get proper fucking deals on golf clubs, you must check Facebook Marketplace.
Okay, and then secondly, listen, if fucking Wayne, if you're Fabio on this chat and you have some nice, sexy, expensive clubs, keep it to yourself, okay?
This is
Spoiler on Luisa. Them have
that's
some fucking expensive driver.
this. And look at him smiling.
You know that Connor bought me my golf set, bro?
Eh?
Oh, for my birthday.
That's the
Yeah. Yo, why is my stream so far behind? On an hour into different schools together. And people are bored. Yeah. Jared?
Give me a second, I'll be with you now.
Connor?
Fuck man, I'm muted. Yeah,
Bro,
okay.
that's what I'm thinking.
Someone
Why you
says,
got so fucking...
to me the news is the excuse for the move. It's not the excuse, it's the catalyst. It's what drives the move. Yeah, but I'm confused by Connor here, since higher CPI means dollar weakness, right? Then it should be a sell on gold when the numbers are higher. So this is what you need to understand. Alright? Have a look at what happened last year. Refer back to history. All the answers are on the chart. Alright? Throughout last year, we were extremely bearish on gold. Okay? Have a look at this. Do you know when this move started? When we had the IMF meeting and they discussed the increasing of interest rates to combat inflation. Now if you go back and look at the CPI numbers, alright, not those ones. For the majority of the year, numbers were coming out higher than forecasted. As you can see here, for the majority of the year, numbers were coming out higher than forecasted. And what? We were bearish on gold. Why? Not because of the way the numbers are coming out, but because of how the Fed is reacting to the higher inflation. So what we saw actually driving price last year was not the higher inflation itself, but how the Fed was reacting with monetary policy. So it was monetary policy driving this bearish trend on gold throughout last year. And if we have a look at this, sorry, let me just remove that. If we look at the beginning of this bullish move, okay, October, beginning of November, when we first saw when we saw the first CPI numbers coming out below 8%, alright, we saw a nice improvement in inflation. Now, if you look at the chart, gold started to rally up. You could see this weekly candle that week of that CPI. That was like a 900 pip move. Meaning dollar was extremely weak. Based off good numbers, based off inflation coming down. Dollar was extremely weak. Because this is what brought in Fed pivot prayers. Okay? Did I mention this today? Fed pivot prayers.
Don't you want to elaborate on what a Fed pivot prayers is?
Okay, so basically hopes that the Fed will pivot from their current stance. So they've been increasing rates now for some time. If we go and look at the FOMC interest rates, here we go. FOMC interest rates. Okay, we can see they have been aggressively increasing rates. You can see they stayed the same for a number of time, for a period of time. And then we saw a 25 basis point increase, 50 basis point increase, a 75 basis point increase, another 75, another 75, another 75. And now the previous interest rate increase, we only raised by 50 basis points. So that was slightly less aggressive than previously, the last few. So this is starting to bring in Fed pivot prayers. Prayers or hopes that they will slow down these aggressive interest rates. Because interest rates, it's hurting the stock market. If you go and look at the stock market, let's have a look at US 30. We can see the same thing as gold throughout last year.
With you,
We,
why?
yeah.
Just for question's sake, why did you go with US 30 and not NAS 100?
I think US 30 just paints a better picture. NAS 100, US 30 is a, yeah, I think it's just going to paint a much better picture. NAS has a lot more other factors going on. We could also say S&P, just any US equity really. So stock market in general, it doesn't really matter which one. We can see the same idea in all of them. Here's S&P 500, so same idea.
Oh no, I was just asking for if somebody had that question in chat,
Yeah.
and they can get an idea.
Okay, so we can see last year, from the beginning of the interest rate increases, we stopped this bullish trend and we have been trending bearish. And that's because of the increasing of interest rates. So the increasing of interest rates makes it more expensive to borrow money. It makes it more expensive to do business, more expensive to spend money. They're basically slowing the economy down to fight inflation. Inflation is caused by people spending. You spend, price goes up on a product. You spend, keep buying it, the price will keep going up. That's what's driving inflation. So by increasing interest rates, they're slowing down spending to bring down inflation. That's why we see the stock market turning bearish. So when I say Fed pivot prayers, it's basically these hopes that the Fed will slow down the increasing of interest rates so that we can see the stock market continue bullish. And that's just purely driven by greed. Because people are making money when the stock market is bullish. There's a lot of money in the stock market. So a crash would affect things heavily. And now throughout last year, we've been bearish. We've been in a bear market on the stock market. So there's a bit of psychology there as well. The Fed pivot prayers. It's more of that's driven by greed.
It's actually insane how feeling and emotion can drive a market so much.
And the thing is, it's not us as little traders. You know, it's institutions. These institutions are way greedier than all of us. You know, they see the most money. They the ones driving the markets.
Their commission is my yearly target on gold.
Sheesh.
My profit target. It's just one of their little commissions there.
So I hope that gives a little bit more insight to why this is the case. So it's not necessarily, inflation has increased, the dollar should be strong. You got to understand the effects of that. So if inflation has increased, the Fed is going to take their foot off the gas with increasing of rates, meaning that we will continue to see a weaker dollar. And if you want to understand that concept, just go back to what I've been saying. Go back and study the chart. Go back and study CPI numbers and interest rate numbers from last year, and go refer to the gold or DXY charts. But I hope I've summed it up well enough so that you guys do have somewhat of an understanding. I spoke about this a lot last year.
Oh no, that's honestly solid, Con. I appreciate that,
Cool. Yeah, I'm going to put some of that info in the fundamentals here on the Discord.
Want to speak about that a bit?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Yes, guys. So we got honestly exciting project coming up for February. We're going to be launching a private Discord channel. So The reason we're actually getting into this is because we want to start weeding out the different type of people where people are just coming to the Discord, they're just soaking it up. They're not actually getting committed. Now and then they come and drop off, oh, I won this trade, I made this much money, and then you don't see them again for 2 weeks. So we're looking to build a community where people are going to pay a monthly fee to join it, and there is going to be different options. So you can just join the part where we have all the different mentorships groups. There's going to be London trading, New York trading, or you could just simply buy the signals through the Discord. So obviously it's up to you. And then if you decide to buy both, it will be a little bit cheaper. Um, and yeah, then you can obviously join. You get access to the whole community. You get to trade with like-minded individuals that are actually serious. Because the whole point of paying a fee is we want you to take it as serious as possible. So that's the reason we decided to get into it. And then as well, with the free Discord that we have at the moment, we're not really making any money off of it. So it is difficult to actually get, 100% involved in it. So obviously Connor and I have decided that we're going to split up in the Discord where he'll handle London and then I'll handle New York. Obviously we will both be there to help each other through the sessions like we do on stream. We have calls for London, calls for New York, send out analysis, trades. We review all the signals taken, all the trades taken. We can have a whole bunch of different webinars, videos, educational content. So honestly, I think it's going to be very, very good if you guys are interested in something like that.
So yeah, another thing about the fee, the idea behind having a paid service like that is, sometimes people value a service or a product as much as they paid for it. So this is a free service. The live streams are free. The current Discord is free with weekly breakdowns, which have played out time and time again. And there's only a very select handful of people who see the value. And I appreciate you guys, but more importantly, I am so grateful for you guys seeing the value and making those improvements for yourself, because that's why I'm here, to help you improve your trading. But now to have a paid service, alright, like Jared said, the idea is to create a community of like-minded people who are taking a bit more seriously, as well as providing more value. So we are going to do some more webinars, which will be in a private channel, so only members will have access. The Monster Money Crash Course will be on there as well. So for any member who joins, just keep in mind the Monster Money Crash Course was $100. Now for any member who joins, you will be getting that for free. So if you are a little bit newer and you don't have a complete understanding or a nice foundation, you've got that there. You've got these resources. You've got psychology webinars. You've got community support. You've got weekly breakdowns. You've got pre-session breakdowns and trade ideas for London and New York session on a daily basis. And then we do offer the signals separately. But if you do both, like Jared said, that will be at a discounted price. So keep a lookout for that, because we're both very, very excited to work on this project.
And as well, just to elaborate on some things that Connor said, one of the biggest things that we saw the markets and the whole Forex industry was struggling with was a lot of people that launch mentorships will charge you a rate. They'll help you for the first couple of days. Oh, take my WhatsApp number. We can chat privately. And then 3 weeks, not even a week down the line, you never hear of them again. And if you do, you send them a chart, you send them a trade, you're probably only going to hear back of them in a couple of weeks. Oh, yeah, how did it turn out? That was a good one. You sold off resistance. Cool. Where we're going to be on the Discord every single day answering live questions, helping you guys with the market that you're actually trading. We're not just going to take examples of, oh, here's a support, this is how you trade it. We'll show you examples of trades we've actually taken with, you guys on stream in the signals group and break it down. Nothing's going to be, here's some perfect example we've picked out over 6 months of data. It's going to be trades that we've taken, broken down, education from that. And then you guys are going to have daily support. If you guys are serious about it and you get involved, then there's going to be a whole bunch of people that are willing to help you in the community. So that's also going to set us aside from a lot of the groups that you're just going to pay for and never get any support.
I mean, we'll certainly be covering different things to the majority of people. You know, we're also going to do the fundamentals. So, like the things we've discussed today, we're going to dive a bit deeper into depth with these kind of things. And these kind of things will most likely also be left out of the free live streams in the future. So, like I said, we will have webinars available for members, but live streams, these London streams will continue to be on YouTube for now. But news streams from Feb will move over to the paid private channel. So I will do FOMC stream on the 1st of Feb here on YouTube, but after that, news streams will be moving over to the paid channel. And if you go back and watch any FOMC stream from last year, you know that stream alone is going to pay your monthly fee.
100%. And just also one last thing that Connor and I thought of that is honestly really, really cool, and that I think is going to give back hugely to the community is obviously to run a community, you need more than one set of hands. So we want to take your guys' skills and, offer you something for that. So for example, we may hold a competition where Connor will need a new thumbnail for YouTube, and then we'll reach out to the community, have the competition, and then if you win, you could win prize money. Or if you're really good at editing and show us that, cool, you've edited some shorts for us, you've made a couple of videos here and there, cool, we may pay you as our editor, and that we're going to keep in the community. We're not looking to just hire some random or Fiverr that we know nothing about. We want to give back to you guys. So honestly, I think it's going to be a really cool thing, but I think it's enough promotion for now. We'll obviously let the group, signals, and community do the talking once it launches.
Yeah, I think that's going to be really cool to really try and push the community to get involved. But yeah, anyway, just like I say, keep an eye out for that, guys. So our hourly candles have closed here. GJ still trading above 1599.40. So we haven't got that closure below support just yet. Gold, I'm not interested in anything here on gold at the moment. Yeah, Jared?
I think as long as we can stay below that 160, 300, we're going to be set to move down.
Yeah.
Possibly later in London, if not in New York.
Yeah, true. As long as we're below 160, we can still be looking for sells here. But just looking at the 30-minute, we had that support created. So I now want to see a break below that support.
Ikina, we're still going to be doing the streams for London session free on YouTube. We're only moving the evening news streams. That will be with the paid members. So this is still going to be here for you guys every single day.
Yeah, the live streams will be Monday to Friday still for London session. 100%. Don't worry about that. Basil says, hey, I'm the crypto guy here. I can offer content for that. Thank you. I do appreciate that, but we're not really looking to go down that road. There's a crypto channel in the free Discord. Honestly, that was more of a move just to accommodate members, but I'm personally not too involved in crypto, and I'm not interested in teaching anything about crypto.
I'm quite the crypto fanatic. I own 2 Dogecoin, so I think you could call me the Elon Musk of the crypto world there.
Really, eh?
Yeah.
So why don't you do our crypto channel, Jared?
Yeah, man. If somebody asks you, oh, should I buy this crypto? No, sell it. The pump and dump. Get that out of your portfolio.
It's a shit coin.
Yes, but that was a rave with all those coins that went viral there.
Yeah, no, that was insane, actually.
Dude, people were literally making money off of like a coin called MILF coin, and
Bro, this is wild west, really.
dude, everybody was just making coins left, right, and center. It was ridiculous, yo. Yeah. Chiscon, did you read what I said about you this morning in the comments there?
What?
You're looking like a young Tom Cruise with your that shirt.
Yo, dude, it's so hot today.
Really?
Mm.
Not too bad here in Pretoria.
I've been swimming like 3 times a day.
Relax.
It's just, the heat is too much.
That's
Yeah.
what, dude. If anything is a mission, it's owning a pool, eh?
Oh yeah, no. Listen.
Yes, especially when you got trees around it.
And when it used to rain, like, my garden is like at a bit of a slope down towards the pool. So when it used to rain, all the dirt came into the pool.
Oh, no, dude.
Yeah. Fat mission.
Yeah. We had these trees that had these like orange balls on them, bro. And then they'd get basically
those
ice
things.
pulled
I know
off.
those things.
Yeah. Bro, and then you put the pool on, you clean all those things. 2 seconds later, one has clogged the creepy. Then you go back like an hour, 3 hours, 4 hours later to check, oh, is it clean? Dude, the creepy hasn't even moved. And then you'd have to jump in the pool, get these orange balls out, start it again, and then they just carry on falling, dude. It was annoying, eh?
Chat, I think that's gonna be stream for today.
Yeah, there's honestly not much happening.
Yeah,
there.
we've done the prep for CPI. You guys know what I would be looking for here. You've got a nice idea of how to react to the numbers. Like I say, I personally would not be taking any trades before the news. I would like to wait for the numbers to be released and then scale into a 1 minute maybe and see if you can catch something based off of the scenarios given here. Safer
Yeah.
buys above 1885, 1888, and safer sells below 1868, let's call it.
Wayne, we're not too sure yet if there's gonna be a CPI stream. If Connor finishes up what he needs to get done, then we may do one. But I think I will be on the free Discord participating, sending through stuff for CPI. So that'll help you guys out for CPI if Connor's not ready or not back in time.
Just hold on, let me check something quick.
Got it?
Now you go read.
Go read what?
Go read.
Yeah. Okay, I will look to stream CPI today. Let's have a look. So just keep an eye on the Discord. Discord link is in the video description, and I'll send an announcement on there. Alright, so that's the morning. Nothing really going on. So yeah, take it easy, guys. You know, CPI later. Just wait for CPI to be released, to be honest.
But we can talk now.
Yeah, there's no point in forcing anything. We can see there's pretty low volume right now. London Open might bring some movement here on GJ. Gold, if we do break above 1885 London Open, you know, we could see some moves up, but I would be waiting for CPI to trade gold. So I'll see you guys a little bit later. Cheers. Thanks for joining.